YouTube and Snapchat and Rumble and fuck, shake your tits and swing your dicks. Friday's back and so am I with another genital jingling episode of your favorite internet sensation with Libation Friday Wrap-Up. Before we get to today's show, I want to tip my hat to tonight's libation. I am drinking a frozen concoction that makes me feel all right. It is a watermelon margarita. Very simple to make. You get a blender. You fill it with ice. You fill it with fresh watermelon, a little lime juice, some simple syrup, a lot of tequila. I'm using about 2 shots of Casamigos and the Magic Bullet. And there you go. Azalud to drink up and be somebody. Oh, that is delicious. That's lovely. Woo! That's a nice margarita. Not too sweet, nice and crisp, refreshing. I like it. You know, it's funny. There's a whole thing going on with Casamigos, and I think also Don Julio, a couple different tequila brands. They're being sued because apparently they lied about the amount of alcohol that's in the tequila. I don't know that I agree with that because I never have a problem getting a little trounced off of some Casamigos. But, you know, hey, what are you going to do? All right, kids, what a fucking week. All right, well, Elvis week ends today. Tomorrow, I think they did a candlelight vigil tonight. Tomorrow's actually the anniversary of his death. He would have been, I think 90 years old. 47, 48, 49. Yeah, I think he would have been about 90 years old if he was still alive. Jesus Christ, could you imagine a 90-year-old Elvis? Anyway, rest in peace. King Azalud, huh? Okay, what else? Trump met with Putin in Alaska tonight. Now, I haven't gotten... We haven't found out really what happened in that meeting yet, but, I mean, I'd love to bet a fly on that wall. Hello, Donald, it is me, your friend Vladimir Putin. All right, Vladimir, cut the crap, okay? You got to get your shit together. This disaster that's going on in Ukraine, you got to stop. People are dying. It's not good, okay? But I don't like that man Zelensky. He's a little shit. I know, he's a little shitbag. Runs around in his sweatsuit all the time. I don't understand. He's a little shit. But we got to come to a deal. We got to make a deal, Vladimir. Okay? Because this isn't good. It's not good for your country. It's not good for my country. Okay? And if things don't go the way they should, then, you know, we might have to get involved, Vladimir. We don't want that. We don't want that. You don't need that, and we don't want it. I mean, we have something at our disposal called the American military. Maybe you heard of it, you know. But don't botch this. Don't botch it, Vladimir, because it'll be very bad. Very bad for your country. Okay? That I can tell you. I mean, we'll see what happens. Anyway, what else? Oh, I went to the dentist today for a cleaning. You know, I can't just go for a simple, everything's always a fucking thing. So I go bright and early this morning for a cleaning. Good news is no cavities. Bad news is I may have mouth cancer. Can you fucking believe this shit? So the hygienist sees she said there was like a white thing on my gum. And I'm like, all right, whatever. It's a white thing on the gum. And she's like panicking. So she goes and gets the fucking dentist and they look and the dentist goes, I said, Doc, I don't like that, what the fuck is that? She goes, I never noticed that before. I said, well, were you looking? She said, I don't know. She said, but, you know, it's not something you could see. She said, but I could see it. She goes, it's like a white spot. And then they took a picture, they showed me. I'm like, okay, what am I looking at? It looks like a callus. She goes, well, it could be nothing. She says, do you smoke? I'm like, I smoke cigars occasionally. She goes, when was the last time you smoked one? I said, last night. She says, well, it might be some, you know, irritation from that. She says, or, you know, it could be something else. I'm like what? She goes, mouth cancer. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah. She says, if it doesn't go away, I may have to send you to the oral surgeon and have it biopsied. I'm like, are you fucking? She's like, well, I'm going to see you Tuesday, right? Because I got to finish your caps. She said, so don't smoke this weekend. Let me see what happens. Can you imagine this shit? I'm pretty sure it ain't mouth cancer. So everybody relax. Okay, I'm sure it's nothing. But this is at 9:45 this morning. This is how I started my fucking day. You understand? You can't make this shit up. Between the eye doctor with the fucking KY jelly and the dentist that wants to give me mouth cancer. This is why I don't like fucking doctors. You understand? Holy shit, they can't wait to give me a fucking colonoscopy. Everybody's like, oh, God, you got a colonoscopy? I mean, they're lining up to put a bead in my fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here. God almighty. Trump, blind broads and fats, strapping baby. This one's going to get bumpy. Okay, kids, get your tickets out. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express of the mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. Woo-woo! First stop, Washington, D.C. So, Trump cracks down on D.C. crime. About fucking time. I've been saying this for the longest time. Washington, D.C. is a fucking cesspool. It's a shithole. It's a shit. You know why? Because they let a certain demographic move right into fucking the nation's capital, and they're like ass cancer to every fucking neighborhood they go into. They destroyed it. So, I mean, this Senate is getting mugged. It's not safe, okay? It is a shithole. It's been like that for a very long time. And so Trump, he made a good analogy, and I've heard my father say this before, too. He said, I had a very wonderful father, and he used to tell me, son, if you go into a restaurant and the front door is dirty, don't bother walking in, because if the front door is dirty, the kitchen is horrible. And he's right. And the nation's capital is a fucking shithole. So Trump exercised some executive authority and took over the Washington, D.C. Police Department. He appointed Pam Bondi as the acting commissioner, and he deployed the National Guard to clean the streets. Hey, the citizens are like, this is great, except for the liberals. The liberals want the criminals. I don't understand. The state's perfectly safe. Meanwhile, the murder rate is like number 2 in the fucking world. Okay? In the whole country, Washington, D.C.'s murder rate is number 2. Okay? I think it's second to Chicago. So, and they're screaming that Trump is a fucking, he's a communist and he's a dictator and this. But here's a point I'd like to make. These are the same people that are backing Zoran Mandami for fucking mayor, who's actually a communist. You understand? I love this. They're calling the guy who's trying to do the right thing a fucking communist, but the one who's a communist, like, oh, this guy's gonna be great. Are you fucking kidding me? Apparently, Obama called Mandami, and I guess give him a pep talk. Fucking somebody needs to put Obama in a fucking closet, okay? Put him in a fucking closet with Jojo the Whale. Holy fucking shit. So Trump's cleaning up Washington, D.C. with the National Guard. I think this is a fucking great. I wish they would do that shit in New York. Okay? You can't. Decent people cannot fuck. You can't walk around in Washington, D.C. after fucking 8 o'clock at night. You'll get shot, mugged, raped, killed, whatever. Okay? It's really that bad. So, the National Guard will drag these motherfuckers in, put them underneath the jail. Matter of fact, some fucking whack job that's actually an employee of the DOJ in Washington, D.C., closet liberal, threw a fucking Subway sandwich at one of the guardsmen. Guess what? Now he's getting hit with a fucking felony for, assaulting an officer. Good for them. Good for them. I can't wait to see what happens. Can't wait. All right, next stop, New Orleans, baby. So 2 blind women were left as the only people on a plane after everyone rebooked. So apparently these 2 blind women, would traveling from New Orleans to fucking Orlando. They get to the airport, and I guess the flight was delayed, and everybody in the terminal went and rebooked with different flights and airlines. Meanwhile, these 2 dummies are fucking sitting there because they can't see. So when the plane, they sat there for 5 fucking hours. So when the plane comes, they get on the plane. The only 2 fucking idiots on the plane. So now they gotta fly these 2 jerk-offs to fuck, and they were upset. Like, how come nobody came and got us? Who the fuck knows you're blind? First of all, why you're blind? Why the fuck are you traveling? If you're gonna how are you getting anywhere? A blind woman traveling with another blind woman? The blind literally leading the fucking blind? What the fuck are you thinking? You should have someone who can say, a dog, something. Okay? What? How the fuck are you planning on traveling if you're both fucking blind? I don't understand. How'd you even get to the airport? How'd you find the fucking terminal? When you get to Orlando, how are you getting around? You can't see nothing. The fuck? You want to go to Orlando, go sit in the heat, have Mickey Mouse talk to you, okay? I mean, I don't understand what the fuck people are doing. Blind leading the fucking blind. I'm telling you, this is the news these days. Southwest Airlines, they get all the fucking winners over there. Unbelievable. All right, speaking of Orlando, that's our next stop. So, Disney World. You know, if there's one thing that I hate more than fucking Disney adults, it's fat Disney adults. Okay, look, this group of fats and flats apparently makes frequent trips to fucking Disney World looking for fat, accessible rides. Okay, they want size inclusivity. Are you fucking kidding me? This is why all the fucking rides at Disney World break, because of these fat. It's 4,700 tons of fucking trouble. I mean, you can't fit in the fucking ride. You're gonna derail it. You're gonna sink the boats. Like, what the fuck? You want fat? You want size inclusivity? I have an idea. Stop your eating. Holy shit! Go on a fucking diet, then maybe you'll be able to fit in the rides and not break them. Try the Ozempic or something. Fucking size inclusivity. Get out of the food court, you fucking animals. Fucking 5 hippopotamuses here. You're fat. Fucking fats and flats and Mickey Mouse ears. I can't. This is why you couldn't pay me to go to fucking Disney World. That's my idea of hell. If I drop dead, that's where I'm going, Disney World, because that's hell. It's just fucking disgusting. Unbelievable. All right, kids, your sports update. Major League Baseball, Yankees and Cardinals tonight at 8:15. Mets and Mariners tonight at 7:10. Phillies and Nationals at 6:45. On Tommy's Pub and Grub Review, we got a couple of culinary trips to make. So, last Saturday, I went over and I checked out the Platoich's new redone main dining room, restaurant, bar type of thing. They're calling it the Hive, and they did a nice job. They kind of revitalized the menu a little bit. I mean, they still got all the standard German things. They added a few other things. So I'm looking at the menu. They have they have steaks. Now, these are not prime steaks, but they're charging fucking prime prices. But I was in the mood for a steak. They had a New York strip, and I got excited about the idea of a nice piece of steak with some German sides. So I ordered a New York strip, and I asked for red cabbage, because I love red cabbage, and a little spätzle, which is kind of like, they call them dumplings. It's like German pasta. They toast it with a little butter. It's very nice. So I told the bartender, I said, she, how would you like your steak cooked? I said, black and blue. She goes, I don't think we could do that. I said, what do you mean you don't think you could do that? I said, you have fucking steak tartare on the menu, which is raw steak. What the fuck can't you do? Well, I don't think they're going to do that. I said, what? I said, it's less work. You just whisper fire to the steak and put it on a fucking plate. Okay? You barely got to cook it. 1 minute each side. Sear it and put it on a fucking dish. So I'll tell the chef. Yeah, you do that. So they bring out my steak. Well, first of all, they brought out the steak with the spätzle and mashed potatoes. And I just looked at the guy. He goes, you wanted red cabbage, didn't you? Yeah. He goes, I'll go get it. Well, why the fuck are there mashed potatoes on my plate then? And the steak came with like this Jaeger mushroom style gravy. Not bad. The steak, however, was not cooked to my liking. It was somewhere between rare and medium rare. Now, for some people, they would be, oh my God, I'm horrified. Me, that's overcooked. I didn't want to throw the fucking steak across the room because it's brand new. I said, all right, I'm going to eat it. The outside was a little dry. I don't know why. I've never seen, it was like, you can see by the picture, the outside of the steak seemed like it was dry, like there was no juice in it. Like it was, it was rare-ish, but it wasn't juicy. It just wasn't a good steak. I've had better. If you're going to go there, stick with the German food. Do yourself a favor. Is it the best German food, around? No. It's good. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6.8. If you want the best German food, you got to go to Zum Stammtisch on Metropolitan Avenue. I think it's Glendale or Ridgewood, but it's on Metropolitan Avenue. It's been there 100 fucking years. The best goddamn German food this side of fucking Germany. Is the Plattdeutsch close? Not really, but if you want German food, you don't feel like going all the way to fucking Queens, it scratches the itch. But stay away from the steaks and chops. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. But at least the place looks nice. Take a look. the opportunity, pop in, try some sauerbraten or rouladen or a little schnitzel. You can't go wrong with that. And have yourself a delightful time. Sunday, I went to that place down in East Rockaway, not the Lazy Lobster, past that, where the old real used to be James and Maine. I mentioned this, I think, last year around this time. Anyway, it was like Sunday afternoon. It was nice out. I took the bike for a little ride. So they have an outdoor bar now. It's really nice out. It's right on the canal, quiet. They have like a guy with a guitar. So I went there. I ordered some. I wanted dinner. I was hungry. But I didn't want anything crazy, so I went with the French dip. Now, I'm a fucking sucker for French dips. It's one of my favorite things. It's a prime rib French dip. I mean, this thing was fucking lights out. The au jus was like a cross between a beef gravy and a French onion soup. Like, I mean, it was just, and I dig it. Like, I mean, it was not your traditional au jus for a French dip. I mean, it had a little bit more body to it. And like I said, it was like a cross between like an au jus and like a French onion soup. It was fucking done. My trick is I just pour it right over the fucking sandwich. Like, I'm not trying to dunk the fucking thing in there because they always give you too small of a cup. Holy shit, you needed a bath towel to eat this thing, but it was fucking amazing. Go there, get the French dip. You're welcome. Good news for my friends down in the villages. Portillo's is open. Okay, good. If you listen, there's I guess apparently a lot of people from Chicago that live there. Aside from being the STD capital of Florida. Now you got Portillo's, okay? Which, let me tell you something. Portillo's is fucking amazing. Enjoy the Chicago beefs. Don't put cheese on them. That's not how you get them in Chicago. You just get the beef on a roll, and then you want to fucking dip it. Like you want to drink. You want tell them to dip it. Like just don't put a little jus on the dip the whole fucking thing. And then they put the hot jardinera. Oh man, this thing is fucking delicious. And don't forget to get the chocolate cake. They're famous for their chocolate cake. I mean, it'll put you into a coma. It's so good, but it's very rich. But you get a nice cold glass of milk with that big slab of chocolate cake like that. Jesus Christ, I'm getting a pudgy just thinking about it. And last night, for a little treat, I went to this place. It's fairly new. It's in Melville. It's a Scotto Brothers restaurant. It's called 110. It's like one of these. It's like an upscale Italian, like modern Italian restaurant. I mean, every fucking Guido and wannabe on Long Island was there, but they also had like a car show. They had like a bunch of Ferraris and Porsches and shit outside. It's a nice time. They're happy. I went for happy hour. Their happy hour is fucking lights out. Got good drink specials, but their appetizers. Now, I was looking at their menu. Their menu just looks fucking exquisite. They have prime steaks. I love a place where I could get a fucking prime cut New York strip and a side of pasta. A little spaghetti aglio olio or something, That's my favorite fucking meal. So I will be going back. But I had some appetizers, on the bar and stuff like that. And I had, I didn't take any pictures of it, but I had these short rib sliders. I mean, they were fucking, for sliders, they were like that big. So they give you two of them, but they're fucking huge. Beautiful braised short rib, just tender, melts in your mouth, some provolone cheese, a little bit of crispy onions. Delicious. Then I also had some polenta fries, which were like little strips of fried polenta. They chill it and they flour it and they deep fry it. They drizzle a little hot honey on it and they serve it with a beautiful pomodoro sauce. Their sauce is very good. It's Scotto Brothers, so I know their food is good. Then I tried the Wagyu spadini. Those were a little underwhelming. It was basically just some Wagyu beef, small little things on a skewer. Nothing to get excited over. But I tried these Tuscan arancini in a cacio and pepe sauce. Fucking lights out. Lights out. I mean, they had some other shit on the menu. I would have fucking popped if I tried it. But place was really nice. Beautiful spot. Go check it out. Good spot. 110 Melville. All right, kids, on What the Fuck Is That? We are going to talk about Mrs. Happy Hands. That's right, we found her, Mrs. Happy Hands. Happy Hands is the other half. I mean, somebody. I got a picture of this. Somebody caught up to him. I think this was at Docks in Island Park. There he is with his wife. Look at this woman. She's got to be fucking mentally irregular. She's been married to him for like 40 years. He's running around in a unitard but is not hanging out. This fucking dope has been married to him for 40 years. They have 2 daughters, and I think they have grandchildren too. Oh my God, these people got to be completely fucking deranged. You know who they voted for. It wasn't. They're not MAGA people. They're not our people. These people are definitely fucking naquad in the head. Holy shit. Wow. I mean, when I heard he had a wife, I was stunned. I mean, now that you actually see it, it's like, what the fuck? And Jesus Christ. And this guy's running around twirling his hands and shaking his fucking ass all over the place. Unbelievable. All right, kids, your PSA. Well, I'm going to handle this PSA myself. You know what? I'm getting sick and tired of people running around and calling themselves fucking foodies. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. You know what? And it's always the same 2 kind of people. It's black women who don't eat anything but shellfish. I'm a pescatarian, but I'm a foodie. Bitch, no, you're eating fucking seafood, okay? That doesn't make you a foodie. That makes you like a practicing lesbian, okay? Like, you know, you're just eating fucking clams, all right? Settle down, okay? So you can't call yourself a foodie if you're putting yourself in one category. They just say that so people buy them free dinners, you understand? And then the other half of that equation are fat women. Fat women call themselves foodies all the time. The word foodie is just an acceptable form of being fat, okay? It's like enabling fat people to eat, because then what they do is they go online, they go on like fucking like Facebook and Instagram and they go, I'm a food critic, I'm a foodie. Shut the fuck up. You eat shit off of a clean plate. Who the fuck? And then they give like a fucking asinine review. These people have no culinary skills whatsoever, okay? Oh, I went here and they made homemade sauce. If it comes out of a fucking restaurant, you fucking retard, it ain't homemade, it's house-made, okay? Homemade is when my nonna would sit there fucking pressing tomatoes and making sauce. You understand? You go to King Umberto's and you add sauce. That ain't fucking homemade. It's house-made. Made in the restaurant. Shut the fuck up. They ain't making a passata back there. They're using canned tomatoes, okay? Settle down. They try to make like ordinary sounding things sound exotic. Oh, they used real whole milk mozzarella. It's called fucking polio, you fat fuck. Like, I mean, you understand? I don't understand. These people have to stop with the foodie. I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie. You meet somebody, the first thing I'm a foodie. That's nice. Maybe you should be like a slim fasty instead. Okay, or a Weight Watchery, or better still, like a Jenny Craig. I don't even know if they have any of those, because all the foodies stopped going. Okay, they found it better to go to fucking, some fucking, all-you-could-eat buffet and review everything there. I mean, and I love when they tell people, I'm a food critic. Like, stop it. They're just doing that for free shit. Like, who the fuck is looking at their reviews and going, oh, this sounds like a sensible restaurant, I'm going to go here. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Assholes in the 631 area code, they're eating their fucking Applebee's and Chili's, all you could eat riblets until their fucking pants split. What the fuck? Foodies are nothing but fats and flats with food. Okay? That's what. Stop it. Go on a diet. Eating 97 times a day and I gotta review everything. Like in one day you could look at their page and you'd see that they eat 4,000 fucking calories. It's more than I eat in a month. Imagine? Unbelievable. They should just all kill themselves. They're fucking pathetic. Anyway, stay COVID-less, kids. Don't mask, don't ask. Haters and kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? That's been your Friday wrap-up. See you when I see you.